Hi guys, it's Barbara. Welcome back to our channel. Today I want to talk about the best $400 that we ever spent on our business. What was that investment? Photography. Want to know why photography was the best investment we could have made? Continue watching. Today's video is going to be all about photography and why we think you need to invest in professional images for your brand and website design. About 3 years ago, we decided we wanted to rebrand our company completely. And one of the things that we did in order to rebrand was invest in a professional photographer to come out and take images of us. Those brand images we used throughout all of our new marketing materials, and it really made a huge difference. We were able to really strengthen our brand and connect with our ideal customers. So I want to go over some of the reasons why we think photography is so important in branding and web design. I want you to think about that last website you went to where you were just like, wow, this website is impressive. What was it about that website that impressed you and stood out so much? It was likely the professional photos. When websites use professional photography, it really does elevate and strengthen their brand. When you're using generic images from a stock photo site, people can definitely tell the difference. If you take the time out to plan out the images that you're going to use on your website, your marketing materials, your social media, it really helps elevate the overall brand message and connect with those ideal customers. So that's really why it's so important. Now, before I go any further, I do want to say that I'm not saying that you can never use a stock image ever again. We actually use stock photos on our blog every now and then when we're needing an image that's related to what we're talking about. There are some really great stock photo sites that I'll put links in down below that we recommend using. They have higher quality images than some of the other places out there, and they're from photographers that actually wanted to elevate the stock photo game and make images that aren't just those cheesy business suits or the woman with the headset or those cheesy graphs that you see on hundreds of different websites. So there's kind of been a movement in the last few years to make stock photos better. So I'll put those links, like I said, down below. Check those out if you do need a stock photo for something. I think those are a lot better quality than some of the other sites out there. So using stock photos is definitely okay, but I do think for overall marketing and strategy, you want to have photos of your brand. If you're just starting out in business, investing $400 or more into professional photos could be a lot. So what do you do if you simply don't have the money to invest in a professional photographer? Well, one thing that you might want to think about is investing in your own light kit. About a year and a half after we got our professional photos done, we invested in our own light kit where we could use that to take our own images for things like Pinterest, our blog, individuals of each other, stuff like that. Obviously, it's not as good as having a professional come in and take pictures, but it definitely does help get us that bank of images that have our overall look and our branding on them. So that's an option. I think it was like $175 for a whole kit on Amazon. It included like 4 lights, some backdrops, everything that really you would need to start out. It isn't the most high-tech, high-quality thing, but if you're just starting out and you're not a professional, it's a pretty decent option, so I would recommend that. If you sell physical products, this could also be a really great option for you because you need to take photos of those products, and hiring a photographer every time you have something new could get really expensive. If you have your own light kit and you set up a space in your house or in a room, you could photograph those items on your own and save some money. You have that light kit forever, so I think investing the $175 up front could really benefit out in the long run. If you can't invest in the light kit right away, simply just use your phone. The phone cameras nowadays are really incredible. I have the iPhone XR and it's amazing what this camera can do. And I know that there's phones that are even better as far as the camera quality goes. So there's really no reason why you can't use this for Instagram, Facebook, even your website. I would say if you're going to use your phone, make sure that you're in an area that gets good lighting. If you can take an image by a bright window that gets a lot of good natural light, that's going to make your photo look better. Even outside, if you can take pictures outside, I would do that as well. But there's really no reason, if you don't have the budget for a professional photographer or a light kit, just using your phone to take the pictures. If you are taking images yourself, here are a few tips for that. You're going to want to start with a list of all the images that you need, whether it be for your website, your Facebook, your Instagram, or whatever. There's different requirements for those different platforms. So on your website, you're probably going to want images that are more widescreen, especially if you're doing like a full width background. So you want to make sure that the images that you're taking, things aren't going to get cut off on different screen sizes. So that's something to consider. On Instagram, the pictures are square, 1080 by 1080. So you want to make sure, again, that things aren't going to get cut off and that everything is going to look good in that Instagram grid. So I would start with a list and then start looking for inspiration. Go on sites like Pinterest and type in brand photo ideas or website photo ideas and just look around and see what's out there. And if there's something that catches your eye or something that maybe you would like to replicate for your own website or your own Instagram, start a Pinterest board and gather that inspiration and use that to your advantage. And Pinterest is a great resource for that. Another thing that you can do for inspiration is use Instagram. If you're scrolling through your followers and you come across a photo that you like, you can actually hit the little save icon and that will save it into a different area on Instagram, so you can go back and see all the photos that you liked. And that's really great, something that we use a lot for inspiration for our own photos for Instagram or for our blog. Whether you are using a professional or taking the photos yourself, I think it's really important to just plan ahead. Make sure if you are using a photographer that you're still gathering that inspiration and telling them exactly what it is that you want, because it's going to make the process a lot easier, a lot faster. If you are doing it yourself, do the same thing. You want to have a plan going in so you're not frustrated and you get all the photos that you really want. Getting professional photos taken for our business was one of the best $400 we've ever spent. And I hope this video gave you some insight on why professional photos can really elevate and strengthen your overall brand. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for new content. Thanks, have a great day.